What? Okay, the season has been amazing so far. But this one episode, I have to ask, what? Welcome everyone to the Sentai Hero Special. I'm Mike, your host, and we're here to discuss Bakuage Sentai Boonboomger, episode 33. The Procurer won't give in. And yeah, no, for real though, like what the heck is going on in this episode? Like I feel so lost because the transition from the previous episode to this episode feels half out of left field. It's like imagine if you watched King Ogre episode 32 when they first end up in our world and they meet up the Kyogers, and then the very next episode we skip to episode 40 where they're already in Chikyu, and for some reason Gabutira is a usable mecha. What's going on? Seriously, what's going on here? But yeah, no, that's basically how this episode felt. Yeah, so the episode starts off with the Boonboomgers doing the usual thing. You know, they're fighting two monsters at once. Wow, two monsters at once. Itasha, way to be proactive. And yes, I know. I typically call her Jessie, but seriously, this episode feels so confusing. And yeah, they fight two monsters at the same two. They're like returning monsters, both strong modifications. We don't completely know what the modifications are, other than one of them has yams. Stone baked yam attack. And meanwhile, Sakito is fighting against Madrex, who is brainwashed. Obviously, Team Rocket are just still confused because they want to help Madrex recover from his brainwashing, but he already has, but they don't know. While Gemba's just sitting in the corner watching everything and sulking. And yeah, out of nowhere, Sakito is able to summon the yellow, pink, blue, and green Reshas and swap out Boon Diesel's body parts with them. Obviously, I can't really demonstrate because, the original versions are not compatible. Though they should be. I don't think it would be that difficult to come up with a way for that to happen. I just don't know how they would do that, because I know that when they did it for King Ogre, they had to make a completely brand new, from scratch, modified version of King Ogre. Sorry, of Kureno. No, not Kureno. Kyoru-O. Kureno is from Kyuranger. The crazy part is I just finished watching Kyuranger in its entirety, including Dino Force Brave. Yes, I even watched the Korean sequel. And I can't remember the name of the robot. That's crazy, man. But the point is, I had to make a modified version that's compatible with King Ogre. Yeah, King Ogre's the name of the giant robot, in case you guys forgot a year ago. So I haven't seen any news of them making a modified version of Tokyo that's compatible with Boon Diesel or Boondario. So I'm just super confused here. And also, how and when did Sakito even get those upgrades? They didn't mention it in the previous episode. It's not referenced in this episode. So when it just showed up, I'm like,
what the hell is that?
Seriously, like I feel like we are missing something here. But of course, like everyone else is obviously Team Rocket's talking about Mad Rex still being brainwashed. The Boonboomgers are sulking about Gemba still being missing, even though they kind of found out from the ISA that, hey, Gemba's been watching the match this whole time. And yeah. Oh, and also this race, like, is suspicious of something. What could he possibly be suspicious about? So Gamba visits Mad Rex. He's like, so you're here. Yeah, I'm here. Why are you here, though? I'm here to see why. Honestly, I don't even know. Well, did you at least tell Boone Red about that message I told you to give him 2 episodes ago? No. Well, jerk, why didn't you? Like, we had a whole thing going. Well, I kind of wanted to tell him after I defeat District. You stupid little fox boy. Don't you get anything? What a drag. Like, you can't beat this race on your own. Even when I was the commander, when I was the high-speed commander, I believed in my team. Jesse, James, and Meow. Maybe the most incompetent idiots out there. But I love the hell out of them. And I could not have accomplished everything that I've accomplished without their help. Let's give this guy credit. He gives Boonboomger's Team Rocket more credit than anyone from Pokemon's Team Rocket has ever given credit to Jesse, James, and Meowth. Like, Mad Rex is the realest mother out there. I haven't seen a villain this real since freaking Sonoi, Sononi, and Sonosa. Mad Rex is the real one. And of course, Genba comes back to the base while everyone else is just like fighting the 2 monsters, which they still fail to defeat, and Mad Rex, because as it turns out that, freaking dissed the racing squad. Yeah, he dissed Jesse, James, and Mia. And just from a simple fist clench from Mad Rex was all he needed to figure out. Aha! So you did break through the brainwash. Well, I'm gonna brainwash you even harder. So he slips a red card onto him, and so it's crazy like that. And of course, freaking what's his name? Gamba comes back. At this point, why are you even back? And he gets scolded very well. That like, hey, your friends love you. They're about to die fighting for you because they love you. The least you could do is reciprocate. And Gemba finally shows up and gives the message, and now they finally can use what's it called? A Boon Champion Champion Boon car, which is basically a truck cabin, and they just put these jackets on. You put these champion jackets on. It's the power up. And what does the power up do? Basically, it has a power of Kyoru Red's carnival mode. Yeah, for those of you who don't know Kyoru Red's carnival form, basically Gawatira becomes tiny, turns into a gun, and then he has a battle edge that allows him to use the the snapping armaments from the actual Megazords. So he can use like Stego Saber with Drillcera's drill, or he could use Zaktor's claw with Parasagon's blaster, or he could use freaking what's it called? He could use Ankidon's hammer with Boonpaki's flail. Like, the combinations are, well, they're not endless, but they're surprising. And at one point, he was even able to use Tobo Spino's ability as well. But the point is, that's basically what their champion form does, because they have these cute little patches all over their jackets that are based on various boom cars. So when they press them on their jackets, their steering wheel sabers basically create constructs of those boom cars with their abilities. So, for example, Joe used Patcar 2, and like his sword turns into a double barrel cannon, while if Ishiro uses Safari, his sword could summon like a flurry of sharks. While, yeah, that's basically it. And of course, Gemba has to have the Safari claws, and of course, all 5 of them have to work together in order to defeat Mad Rex. And basically, they defeat him. But his spear basically flies off to heaven. He flies off to heaven, and he's like, my good friends, may you live on forever. And then he explodes like outside the Earth's atmosphere. And part of me wonders, like, did Team Rocket even find out that he broke out of the brainwashing? Kind of makes me sad. This would have been a perfect opportunity for them to babyface turn, because it's like, in loving memory of Mad Rex, we will join the good guys. Because freaking Candelaria and La Kiryu, they become good guys after freaking Chevalier of Sadness dies. So, yeah, and of course, Candelaria falls in love with Nobuharu. Very cute couple. They both love dad jokes. But it's like, this would have been the perfect opportunity to do that. Maybe they'll do it soon. I just can't see this trio like kicking the bucket like any other villains. Like, I really want them to have their redemption arc. And I feel like this would have been the perfect opportunity to have that redemption arc. But I guess they're going to save it for later, I suppose. And of course, Genba comes back as a permanent member of the team, and it's like, okay, I've decided I'm gonna help you guys, but we have to fight this race together. So I assume that the next episode they actually will fight this race, and we're gonna get a cool new Megazord. That's pretty much it for the episode. There's really not much to say. I would have to say the best part of the episode was the conversation between Mad Rex and Genba, because Mad Rex rightfully scorns him. Hey, neither of us have control over our wheel, but you are still alive, and you could still regain control over your wheel. I'm dead. There's nothing I can do about it. But you're still alive. You still have a chance. But the biggest downside, ironically, is the Tokuger Robo thing, because again, while it's cool that Bundy does have a Tokuger augment, there's no explanation for how he got it. There's like, it's not like Akira shows up and gives him a boon card that lets him do it, or it's not like, oh, there's a TTFC, and also like, you shouldn't have to like fill in gaps by using TTFC specials, but we didn't even have that for this. There has like how did he obtain this? There was no conversation about it. There's no build up towards it. There's no payoff. It's just there to exist. It's like how in Megaforce, and I hate comparing it to Megaforce. This is a too damn good of a season to compare to Megaforce, but I have to. This is like Megaforce when they would just randomly unlock, oh, the Seag brothers, and then the next episode, very next episode, randomly unlock the Landic brothers, and then the very next episode, well, you've unlocked the Skyak brothers, and then the very next episode, you can combine all 9 headers with the 5 headers you already have, plus a random bullet-shaped one that we've never explained because Dadis is not in our show. But the next episode after that, there's a mysterious 6th Ranger who in our versions demoted to an extra hero for some reason. Yeah, like freaking Gosei Knight in Gosager is a proper 6th Ranger. In freaking Megaforce, they demoted him to an extra hero so that Orion could be the actual 6th Ranger. I don't get it. And I don't get this. By which I mean, why just randomly show up with this upgrade without any rhyme or reason? Don't get me wrong. I love the upgrade. I really love the upgrade. But at least do something to justify its existence. Heck, even with Safari and Marine, they actually explained, hey, we kind of like were inspired by Speedor's like autonomy. So the next 2 Zords we're making were basically going to be based off of engines. This, I don't know what to say more than that. Like, honestly, this episode would have been a good 10, if not for this one detail. So to bring it back down to an 8.5. I'm sorry, this should have been a better episode, but just because of this one thing that you screwed up on, this one thing, this one tiny thing, was enough to bring it down to an 8.5. My choreography was good. But again, I'm too distracted by this thing. Why could something so good be so misused? And again, it's like Boonboomger had such a great track record. King Oger had such a great track record. Dawn Brothers had such a great track record. Why suddenly at this point are you going to make a Gotchard level of a mistake? At this point. Let me know what you guys thought in the comments. Seriously, where did Tokyo Custom come from? Exactly. Feels like we missed an episode. That's exactly how it feels. Like, is there like a secret episode 32.5 that we don't know about? Now we can get power-ups from casually putting on a jacket on top of our suits. No wonder Kamen Rider Skull wears his fedora over his suit. Okay, that's pretty funny. That's comment of the night. That's fantastic. And we're going to end our review here. If you enjoyed, please be sure to comment, like, and subscribe to us on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Ding the bell icon, stay notified for our latest videos. We do Ultraman Arc on Mondays, Kamen Rider Gav on Wednesdays, Bakuage Sentai Boonboomger on Thursdays, and Kamen Rider Gaim on Sundays. We also have Power Morphicon interviews for you to watch, as well as our sister channel, The Buttery Show, where we do various movie reviews. On our Morphin Network YouTube channel, we did update some of the playlists with some of the more recent videos. So Boonboomger is up to date now, as well as Kamen Rider Gaim and Kamen Rider Gavu. So if you haven't seen or if you've missed any episodes of our discussions for Boonboomger, Kamen Rider Gav, Kamen Rider Gaim, or Ultraman Arc. You could just watch. You could watch the playlists from episode 1 all the way to their current episodes, which, if I recall, episode 14 for Ultraman, episode 19 for Gaim, 7 for Gavu, 19 for Gaim, and of course 33 for Boonboomger. So, watch all of our videos, And if you want to follow my personal content, you can find me on Instagram at Bilk_Kawato and on Twitch at twitch.tv/BilkandKawato. With all that said, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Please be sure to stay safe, stay hydrated, update your emergency kits. Enjoy your end of the week because tomorrow's Friday, and then you have Saturday, Sunday. And with all that said, guys, we'll see you next time. Bid you all adieu. Bye-bye.